Hey guys, what's going on? It's CB here, and we're back with another episode this week of Wishing I Was Fishing. And I think we're on episode 10. But man, I tell you what, it feels like forever since I've got to do another one of these. It's just been crazy here lately. I mean, with work, and me and Trileen are getting ready to go on our anniversary trip, and it just seems like I can't ever just sit down and get time to just do one of these things. And but I tell you what, I have missed it. But needless to say, me and Isaac did get to go fishing last Tuesday, and we had a heck of a day. Well, I say heck of a day. It was about to start raining, and so we took precaution, and we hung out under the bridge for a little bit, and wasn't quite sure what was going to happen because it was scorching hot outside. It was back when I think the temperature that day was like 96, 97, so that water was hot as it could be. But we did do some good. I wasn't sure starting out what I wanted to tie on that day, and the previous time we went, I had a little topwater bait, and I caught one, but we were next to concrete barriers underneath the bridge, and so when I went to cast, I broke the end off of it, and I didn't have another one with me. So when I came home that day, I looked and looked and I looked, and I found another one. And let me get it right quick and show you what I'm talking about. Struggles with line is real right now. But I just want to show you this because I was trying to show Ben and Jack the other night at church, and I didn't quite have a good picture of it. But this is it right here. This is a Bill Dance top water. Let's see what the name of it is. It says Spitting Image. It's a spitting image of a shad is what it is. And this thing, you work it just like a spook across the top of the water, and it does a little dance, and it makes all kind of little noise. And man, as you're gonna see just right here in this video, man, I know more. I just threw it out there, and man, I got lucky on the first cast. I mean, just all of a sudden, whoosh, and you'll see it. He just come up out. He wanted it, man. He came up out of the water and crushed this bait. And I will tell you, it was funny because I didn't expect, as hot as that water was, I did not expect them at all to hit any kind of top water. Just kind of really watching the weather, and then all of a sudden, boom! He hit it, and we actually thought they were going to be deep. But they weren't. But as you can see right here in this part of the video, man, he just comes up out of the water and crushes this thing. So anyway, after we've kind of, piddled around the, underneath the bridge there, and we were just kind of waiting because there were some storms coming through, and we weren't sure on the radar if they were going to hit us or not, because we kept our eye on the radar, and they kept missing us. So we thought, well, we're just going to hang out here for just a little bit longer. And we did, and I didn't get a real good video of Isaac's fish right here. But I don't know if you can hear us or not, but what's happening is Isaac has threw this, I can't remember if he threw a worm or if it was a jerk bait. I'm not really sure. But it was one of the two. And there was another fish coming up underneath it trying to get the bait too. And I'm sitting there, I'm trying to throw my top water just to see if he'll hit it. He never hit it, but Isaac caught a pretty good one there. I think his was, I would say, about a pound. You can't really see it at all, but he did catch a fairly nice fish. And we were trying to get the one that was underneath the other fish, but I know that's not real good footage right here of him catching his. But that's what we were trying to do. There was another fish trying to swim up under that one and catch and to eat the other part of the bait. And I was trying to catch him, and we just couldn't connect on that fish. And we even tried slowing down and seeing if we could get him to come up and hit something else like a worm. He never did it, but Isaac did get his fish in, which was good. And like I said, it was about a pound, the size fish. You can't really see it, all that way. So now this is my favorite part of the whole trip. And we decided that, the rain was going to hold off enough so we could go up to the dam, and that's where we had kind of planned on going. And so we've checked the radar. It doesn't show any kind of weather, any kind of precipitation or anything coming, so we darted for the dam. And when we get up here, I want y'all to just look at the trash in this video. You're going to see Isaac pull in a fish. He was really long, but he was real skinny, and that's what we couldn't figure out to kind of start off the bat, because when you get up there to the dam, man, there's all kind of bait fish, but these fish, I guess the water's hot, they don't want to eat, I guess, I'm not sure. But Isaac did bring in a pretty long fish. He weighed about 1.5 pounds, but he was real skinny. But I want y'all to take a look at the trash in this video right now. What we usually do is we take a worm. I bet I ain't got one sitting here with me. I bet I ain't got one tied on either. Thought I do. I may not have one tied on. But what we usually do is we take... Well, here's my bag. That's silly. We'll take a Cinco and we'll Texas rig it, and usually they're pulling enough current, and you can all you gotta do is just hit the button on your reel and just let your line go underneath all that stuff, and it shouldn't be too long before something hits it. And that's usually what we did, but I think Isaac caught this one out in front of that trash pile. But like I said, it's a pretty good fish. He just, he wasn't very big at all. But nevertheless, a good fish to catch when you go up there. So, this is kind of, it was the biggest fish of the day, but it's also the biggest fish I've ever caught. After Isaac caught his, we moseyed our way on just up a little ways, not very far. Maybe like 10 or 15 yards from where he just caught his. And there were fish busting right in front of us, and I threw my bait out there, and I had one hit it, but I didn't let him take the bait. He either didn't take it or he just, missed it or something. I didn't get him in. But I did, we were up at the dam, and it's about 1:30, and it's hot. And so I pick up, I'm still using this, the little Bill Dance spitting image spook. I call it a spook. I'm not sure what you call these. They got a lot of rattle to them. But I picked this up, and I'm going to let you hear it before I tell you what happened. So listen to what I say in the video right before I catch this fish.
Well, my hooks were tangled up with my line, so it wouldn't do me no good. Oh, Lordy mercy, if I hook something, it'd take me forever to get them in. Got him.
Okay, so you hear me say, if I catch something this far off, it's going to take me forever to get it back in. And I was really joking, because I didn't think I was going to catch anything at all at the dam on top water at 1:30 in the afternoon, and it was hot as all get out. But as I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the first fish misses it, and then the second one gollywops it. And when I set the hook, it hasn't dawned on me how heavy this fish is.
Shoot.
I'm more or less excited I got him, but as I start reeling, he starts feeling really, really heavy. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, dude, he's big. And I don't know how big, and he comes up, and you see him just jump out of the water. And, man, I get him to the top of the water, just behind the motor where I can see, and, man, he is the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life. Biggest fish, and immediately my heart hits my stomach. And I'm sitting here, I'm scared, because I'm thinking, okay, I don't know if this fish is going to get off or not, but I'm going to do everything in my power to keep him on this line. And there's nothing really I can do. And I'm worried to death, but finally he gets to the top of the water, and I've got all 6 hooks in his mouth, and he can't shake it. Now all we got to do is get him in the boat, and he is not wanting to come to the boat at all. And finally, Isaac picks him up, man, and we just go absolutely crazy. And you'll hear me scream, 5-pounder, 5-pounder, 5-pounder. And unfortunately, I didn't have my scales with me to weigh him, but I think he was a little over 4 pounds. Biggest fish I had caught. And but I'm telling you, I was just so excited because I've never caught one this size. And man, the adrenaline rush just kicked me.
Lord.
And but another thing, I want you to look at this fish, and I'm gonna put a picture up right here of him, or right here, whichever side. And I just want you to see how skinny this fish is. Like, if he was eating, he would be a 5.5 pounder, probably 6 pounds if he was eating. But I can't figure out at all. Neither could Isaac figure out why these fish aren't eating. I mean, he's skinny, and I didn't care. Of course, when I picked him up, he was heavy enough for me. But I mean, my adrenaline and my excitement were on cloud 9. And but you know, this fish was the biggest thing I've ever caught. Biggest fish, period. And I can't tell you though how excited I was, and that's an actual PR for me on size fish this year that I've caught. And you know, I can't tell you, you know, even more how excited I really was. So I just want to take a little bit of time here and kind of share with you what kind of equipment I'm using. And like I said, I'm using the little the Bill Dance spitting image spook or whatever. I'm not sure what you call it, but you know, that's the bait I was using all day. And I was using a green pumpkin. I just showed you a green pumpkin Cinco. There you go. These guys will do some damage. I ain't gonna lie. I've never found a bait that I just absolutely love and I'm consistent with. But listen, these things right here are phenomenal. And I want to take just a second and share with you just something. You know, if you're fishing on a budget, like I am, and, you know, Dave Ramsey's all the time, you know, convicting you whether you need to buy something or not. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, they in here somewhere. I just used them. Okay. These right here are Gary Yamamoto 5-inch Cincos. Retail on this pack of worms is about between $6 and $8 a pack, and you get 10. Alright, $6 and $8. Here's a Yum brand, Cinco. They call theirs a dinger. But this is green pumpkin. Same color as this one. Let me just show you so you don't think I'm lying. Same exact worm. Same exact worm. Same exact color. I mean, there's no different in the design of these worms. But, hang on, let's put them back in the pack here. And you can tell how much I use these things. I got 2 left in each pack. $6 a pack, between 6 and 8, depending where you go. $2.40, I think. Between $4 and $6 difference in between these two, and there's no difference in the style of the worm, the color of the worm. Now I did buy these. These are California crawl and gold flake. Still a Cinco. Nonetheless, it's green and black with all kind of flaky flakes all over it, red and gold. Man, I'm telling you, $2.40, I think is what I paid for these. I don't have the receipt on me. But if you're on a budget and you're wanting a good worm to use, Yum makes outstanding ones. If you want to get expensive, Gary Yamamoto, go with these. But guys, I'm telling you, a Cinco is something I've been consistent with. I love it. You know, I've always got one tied on. And Isaac will make fun of him because he's the one that introduced me to a Cinco. And I've just kind of taken it from there. And I love this. I love this bait. And I love using them. They're good baits to use. Like I said, I don't leave home without it. But I'm using a this is a Quantum Lite fishing pole. It's a 7/6 it's an action flip rod. I like it, especially pitching stuff. This is a good rod, and as far as length, you want a longer rod to be able to pitch and to really get out there into critical places where you can't necessarily cast, or if you got a short rod, you can't really get there. But this pole, I like how long it is. It's really done good for me. I'm using a, see if I can't get it up here without knocking a hole in the ceiling. But Sixgill. These reels have been really, really good. I have loved, ever since I've gotten this, this is the 6.5-to-1. A Day in Life with CB. I've got a 6.5-to-1, and on my other pole I've got a 7.0-to-1 gear ratio reel, and I'm gonna try to not knock a hole in anything. Well, if I knock it off, y'all just forgive me. But I really like these. These have been outstanding. I think I bought both reels. They had like a buy one get one free. And I think I got the reel for $60-$70, sounds right. Maybe been 80. I don't know. I got both of them for 80. These are really good reels, and if you're on a budget, they've got some spin reels. They've got all kind of deals going right now. They've got one. Go to Sixgill.com, and they've got you buy a Typhoon reel. I think it's $109. And you get a Cyclone reel like the one I've got for free. So it's a buy one, get one free. And if I had the money right now, I'd go buy me one. But like I said, I really love these reels. They've been good. I've not had a problem with them yet, and I got them back during the spring. I fished with them all year. Really good reels, good quality reels. And like I said, if you're on a budget, these guys are, a good consideration. As far as line goes, like I said, if you're on a budget like me, you can go to Walmart and they've got Trileen super strong green line. This is 15 pound. This is the cheap stuff. I think this roll, 900 yards of line cost me $2. And you'll hear a lot of people say, I gotta have the expensive line and all that stuff. Listen, let me tell you something. I've caught more fish on cheap line and never lost one. Never had my line break pulling in a fish on cheap line. And when I've thrown expensive line, I catch them. I can't tell a difference. But like I said, if you're a Dave Ramsey guy and you're on a budget, this is the way to go. I've got 12-pound same Trileen super strong green line. This is what I use. I think that was like 1,700 yards or 1,075 yards, something like that. This one's 900 yards. Listen, $2 a piece, you got line for a long time. And you don't have to, settle for, going back and getting a 300-yard spool for like $6. But, like I said, it's all about your budget, what you're wanting to pay. But guys, listen, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sorry it's taking me so long to get these in. Folks, life's just hectic, and, work happens, life happens. But I do have another video I am working on. Like I said, I just got to find time to do it. But when I do, I'm going to post it just as soon as I can. Me and Trileen have some exciting news, and we can't wait to share it with y'all. God is so good. And folks, I pray that your school year is going good. I pray for all the Christians in the world, in their school, that they will make a difference and take a stand for Christ in whatever the situation may be. Guys, I'm going to get out of here, but I hope you'll take time out of your busy schedule, open the Word of God, and see what Jesus Christ is saying to you guys. Guys, have a great day.